Good day, RGV. Today on Valley por Vida, there is a lot to cover. Okay, we're going to give you a glimpse at the Hollywood feature film Roar so that you can know what to look forward to when it's hitting the theater. Now, we've also got a fun look at what actor Kevin James is up to, along with a fun look into his Project Home Team. Plus, May is Foster Care Awareness Month, and we're talking about what we can do to help make a difference for children in need. There's a lot going on, so let's go ahead and get started. Valley por Vida starts right now. Hi there, and thanks again for joining us today. I'm your host, Danielle Banda. Now, for all you movie fans, you might be interested in watching the film Roar. And if so, then we've got you covered with some behind-the-scenes sneak peeks at what you can expect to see on the big screen.
So these are 8 standalone stories with genres spanning from fantasy all the way to horror.
You know, a big theme of the show as a whole is female empowerment. It's self-empowerment.
It was really quite special to be able to create something about women and the experience that we inevitably all sort of end up going through and hopefully doing it justice.
Oh my God, who would do this? I'm a ghost.
I think that Roar uniquely showcases what women go through.
You want to take revenge like a man, you gotta dress like one. Or not take revenge is the other option.
Their metaphors are so crazy and outlandish.
Their stories are incredibly relatable and human and multifaceted and poignant and thought-provoking.
We hope you get a chance to catch the show sometime this month, if not already. And of course, speaking of this month, it's time now for us to take a peek inside the national calendar for May. So according to nationaldaycalendar.com, it's Get Caught Reading a Month. That means that you should try to think of unique ways to get in some good reading time. Now, whether that be magazines, digital articles, or of course physical books, all are great. And it's also a good opportunity to volunteer to read for others, you know, at community events, or even for children at local community events, or for our RGB students. Plus, it's nice to unplug, you know, and just dive into a good book, even if you're by yourself. It's a great way to unwind and, of course, gain some knowledge and a little bit of entertainment, possibly. And, of course, recipe books count, right? If you do pick up a cookbook, of course, you can just you may get hungry, but I mean, that's only natural. So it's okay because May is also National Hamburger Month. And of course, this is a great chance to take delight in one of America's favorite meals. Whether you pick up one at a fast food chain or grill up one on the pit at home, you're sure to enjoy. And whoever invented the hamburger must be really proud of their creation, right? It's so popular. And who knows, maybe you or I could create a popular food item or just something one day too. The site outlines that May is also National Inventors Month. So now more than ever, we really have a chance to dive into that idea that we've always had and maybe just take baby steps to finally get it going. And if you do get lucky with a cool new idea that happens to take off, be sure to snap a photo of your first draft or your prototype, which fits in perfectly for National Photography Month. Whether you take photos of items, your food, creations, your family and friends, or just something abstract like nature, this month may be a good chance for you to have a little bit of fun with your camera lens and just capture life's most precious moments. One of those most fun things to capture on camera is actually anything that's just colorful, like a rainbow or a special event, a lot of people there, or even food, which of course makes a lot of sense because the food pyramid has a lot of colorful looks. Take a beautiful salad, for example. I mean, it's rich in vitamins and most certainly has lots of color in it. And you know what they say, the more colorful your food, the healthier it is. So be sure to remember that, and as long as you have lots of colorful veggies in your fridge at home, then you're definitely set. And speaking of home, it's time now to dive into the latest of good movies and still, just films that we still love and appreciate today, particularly the film Home Team. So go ahead and check it out.
Tonight, it's the true story of NFL coach Sean Payton's year-long suspension turned into a comedy. That comedy stars Kevin James and Taylor Lautner.
You remember that one, right? I mean, I think we all love actor Kevin James, but how much do we really know about him? Well, let's go ahead and find out. If you're indeed a Kevin James fan, then you're sure to know this one. Okay, so there's one film listed on your screen right now that is not a project of the Hollywood actor. We've got Here Comes the Boom, about a biology teacher and his adventures trying to save a music class. We've got Paul Blart, Mall Cop, which is really funny, about an unlikely hero. And then there's National Treasure, which taps into our patriotic and, of course, our mysterious curiosities. There's also Grown Ups, which kind of brought us back to our childhood, but with a more grown-up perspective. And lastly, Zookeeper. And as you might imagine, that one's pretty wild of a film. But like I said, only one of these is not a product of Hollywood actor Kevin James. So we're just going to give you a second more to review your options because time's up and we're going to take a commercial break and look at our local weather updates. But stay tuned because we're going to be right back. And we're going to be talking about ways that you can help benefit children in our local community. Plus, as promised, we'll have your trivia time answer. That info plus so much more when we return.